Hey YouTube. You know, after watching Skid Row Radio's video on trans hate, I left a comment in his comment section about Cogman having pawned him. And he then invited me to either explain my position or to shut the fuck up. And initially I was going to lay into him, but while I was preparing, I watched Got That Funk's response to Skid Row Radio. And I've always enjoyed Got That Funk's point of views on things. So it somewhat calmed me down. And so I thought I would take a more tempered approach. Skid Row, the reason why a lot of people are probably upset with you, and the reason why I still think that you haven't clued on, um, is, for example, when you say stuff like, I understand that they don't do it to please society, they do it to please themselves. Okay, but at the same time, you mentioned that the social construct or social pressures that exacerbate their feelings around the issues is it's not a clear expression of your position. But what it seems to be saying is that you still think that social pressures have a big part to play with that. And you're wrong. If you did just a little bit of research on it, you'd clearly realize that most valid or current hypotheses or theories on the subject all deal with prenatal development. It's the research on it is clear. That is the viable option. That is when gender identification is decided. It is a chemical injection of hormones at a specific time in specific quantities. And when those quantities or those time windows aren't met, then variations occur. Hence, gender identification disorders. And you really have to understand that it happens way before social pressures can be applied on the individual. So when you make a second video and represent that very idea or bring back that very same argument, it tells me that you still haven't understood. Secondly, I don't know what SMS is, but let's talk about SRS. Sex reassignment surgery. Well, you say that it's the people getting it are desperate, so they compromise for a cosmetic fix up or something. You have to understand that the surgery is not the only solution, and it's not the solution to all of their problems. Supporting SRS doesn't mean that you think it's the cure-all solution to all their ills. It's part of the solution to a specific problem that these people experience. But it comes with therapy. It comes with hormonal therapy. It comes with family understanding. It comes with a whole bunch of different factors. It's not just a question of getting breast implants or getting a bigger dick, or that's again another area where you show that you haven't done any research on it, that you don't understand that basic concept. You have to take a look at the research, and I'll provide a link, let's say here, and let's say another here. And go check them out. These people have studied for a long time to be able to explain this shit to us. So it's worth the few minutes, but it should explain to you what the causes for that disorder or for that condition are, and how it's way more than just deciding which toilet you want to go into, or a different level of cross-dressing. If you believe that cross-dressing is a different degree of transvestites or transgenders, again, you're wrong. It's not three different degrees on the same scale. It's three different scales. Look at the research, and you'll find that after SRS, the four markers that are usually examined in order to determine the rates of success or the impact of SRS are suicide, health, sexuality, and overall satisfaction. And what you find in the research is that health usually increases, so the health condition of the individual. Secondly, their overall satisfaction with their life increases. Their suicidal tendencies or attempts decreases drastically. And their sexuality or their appreciation of their new sexuality is either equal to that of what it was before or a slight improvement. So when you look at the numbers, it's difficult to understand your point of view. It's difficult to understand how you can view this as simply a quick fixer-upper, a quick cosmetic compromise. For these people, it's not just a question of having a cosmetic surgery. It's a question of fixing the exterior to match the interior. And if you can't grasp that, then no matter how much expertise or no matter how many case studies I bring to you, won't make a difference. At the end of your video, you say that your entire point was that society could do a lot more. Okay, like what? You offer nothing. What do you think society could do more? Because it really wasn't clear in your video. But you did mention, like, be more compassionate. And be more compassionate would be like what? Like not calling them broken or Frankensteinesque or not really a man or a woman? Because being a man or a woman in whose eyes? And according to whose definition? Yours or theirs? Or would it be like not assuming that supporting their surgery is short-sighted in terms of solution to a condition? So, I hope this has explained my position to you. If you don't agree, well, sorry buds, but you're not going to change my mind. And if you want to change it, then please go look at the research and then speak up again. That's the advice that you should heed. This is Metal Skin Studio saying, take her easy. I'll see you later.